back with the second video that I'm making for those of you practicing our Christmas cantata at home. This will help you stay in the loop with any of the information you need for the songs. Hopefully by now you've already picked up your practice CD and your book so that you can practice at home. The CD should be letting you hear your part, in particular a little bit louder than other parts, so hopefully that'll be a good resource for learning the notes. But if you haven't picked up your CD and book, there's still time, so you can let me know if you need me to bring you a copy, or if you want to pick one up at the church. That's perfectly fine. We'd be so excited to have you participate. And so you can just let me know anytime in October that you are going to be singing with us, and then you can practice at home and we'll get you recorded in November. So tonight I'm talking about 2 more songs. In the first video, we did songs 1 and 2. This time we're going to do songs 3 and 4, and that's as far as we've gotten in our in-person practices on Wednesday nights. So the first one I want to talk about tonight is Glory Touching Earth, and that's on page 37 in your book. This song is the most multi-generational of sounding of all the songs, and you can hear that when you listen. It is marked as having a kids choir. Now this year, circumstances as they are, we're probably going to be turning that into a youth choir using our teen voices. And we're so thankful that we have a good number of teens and tweens that are participating in the cantata. So our 6th graders on up through our high schoolers are going to be taking the parts that are marked youth choir or children's choir in here. The song begins with a long reading, and if you turn to me on page 38, you can see the student solo. So the choir still is not singing at this point. That is going to be one younger voice, one student voice, all the way up through page 39. At the bottom of 39, you can see at the very last measure, it is marked children's choir with student solo. And at this point, we're going to have our teens start singing. And they would begin with, "This is the reason the angels are singing." And they continue singing all the way through page 40. And even into other pages as well, 41. But the adult choir is going to sing for the first time at the bottom of page 40. At the bottom, at measure 26, you can see it marked ooh. And that is the first thing the adult choir is going to do. We're going to ooh, and then we're going to ooh again at the top of 41. I always think it's a little bit harder to hold on to notes when we don't have words. So even though this is a short little thing, it could be hard to do. But if you listen really closely to your parts, you'll hear the sopranos are just holding one note straight across, while the altos, tenors, and basses are moving. The altos and tenors, it's just one step down. The basses have kind of a big jump there. And then the top of 41, we have our second ooh. And once again, the sopranos are the ones who get to stay straight across the same. The tenors get to stay straight across the same. And the basses and altos are the only ones moving. So at the bottom of 41, we have that first time where the children's choir or youth choir are singing, "This is glory, heaven's glory." And that's just the youth. At this point, the last measure on 41, the adult choir joins in for Touching Earth. And at this point, on page 42, it says at the bottom that the adult choir would be singing. And that basically means the whole choir. So teens and adults will sing the second verse of this song. Leaving his home on high. All of that will be everyone singing together. On page 44, the adult choir takes another break. And at this point, it is just the teens at the top of 44 singing, "A miracle appearing as ordinary." And they continue till 45. At the top of 45, the adult choir joins with them to sing, "This is the reason." And they continue singing all together with harmony all the way through page 47. They finish that whole chorus section. At 47, we go very quickly from touching earth to these hallelujahs. And this is another place where, if possible, I would like the whole choir to sing these hallelujahs on page 47 and 48. Now on 49, things get a little bit tricky because we're singing the same notes. The sopranos and the children's choir or youth choir are singing a lot of the same notes, but the words are different, and the youth choir is going to start changing a few things here, different moves from the adult choir. So this is the one place where we are very much doing our own thing. So you have to listen really closely to hear your part. The children's choir or youth choir is singing at the top of 49. He is our promise and our peace. Our peace. And then when we turn the page, they sing, He comes to ransom and redeem, redeem. The adult choir underneath that at the top of 49 is singing, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. And then they're going to sing their different hallelujah. That one at the bottom of 50, the timing of that hallelujah is different. Okay, and each of the times we sing these hallelujahs, we sing a hallelujah. And then the last one is a different timing. Hallelujah. See how the luya is a little bit faster that time and more on the beat. So we want to pay really close attention to that adult choir, because otherwise someone is going to be singing luya at the same time someone else is singing lale, and that would be crazy. So to keep us all together, just make sure you're watching the timing on the last hallelujah each time we finish that portion of the song. All right, we're getting close to the end. On page 50, our child solo will begin again, and this might be a different student or it might be the same, but they are bringing us to the close of the song. This is the reason the angels are singing, mercy has spoken, our prayers are heard, and then the youth choir will join. This is the moment the silence is broken. This is a holy, holy birth. And then at the top of 52, the entire choir is singing, this is the reason the angels are singing, mercy has spoken, our prayers are heard. And we finish off 53 and 54 together. In 55, we start to do something a little back and forth. So at the top of 55, another good place to highlight or make some good notes, the youth choir will sing, this is glory touching earth. This is glory touching earth. And the adult choir is singing, touching earth. And then the youth choir will come again, this is glory touching earth. And then just one voice, just one child solo will sing, touching earth. Now, your specific notes that I just sang, they might be different if you are singing a different part. The alto harmony, for instance, the sopranos actually in the adult choir will go up on earth, but you'll listen for your specific notes. I just wanted you to hear the timing and who sings when. Okay, this is a song that could get crazy just knowing when to sing. So pull out that highlighter by all means and mark your book away to know when you sing and when you don't sing. And hopefully when we record, we'll be able to make that really clear, what is just the youth choir and then when is the adult choir coming in. I think that's the main thing to really focus on there. All right, now I'm going to talk a little bit about Sing We All Noel, which starts on page 57. I really love this one. I love what they've done with the harmonies of this one. So I'm excited to sing this with you guys. The one thing general thing I want to say is that this song is the most classical sounding structured song in the cantata. And so the way we're going to sing is a little bit differently than we would for the more gospel sounding songs or the more contemporary like ballad kind of songs that we have in the cantata. It does change how we sing. It does. All of our cutoffs are going to need to be very precise. We need to enunciate very clearly, so really focus on making sure people can hear the end sounds of the words, the beginning sounds, and so forth. So the other thing that it changes for us is how we sing our vowels. We need a nice open, rounded sound, and it does change how I'm moving my mouth. Even you can see me dropping that down to get these words to sound clean and crisp and not closed off. So when we talk or when we're just singing, we're really casually singing, right at the beginning of the song on 58, I might close those off, and it would sound almost nasally. It would go into my nose. Sing we now of Christmas, and see how it's so nasally and stuck in my throat, and we can tend to go flat that way. And we don't want that sound at all when we sing this as a choir. We want a nice, classical, clean, very pretty, rounded sound. So I'm going to drop my jaw a little bit more than I would for others' songs, and I'm going to make sure my throat is open and the air is unimpeded as I sing out. Sing we now of Christmas. And I'm not singing Christmas or anything like that. I'm singing Christmas. Ah, like that. All of my vowel sounds get deeper in my throat and more open. So again, sing we now of Christmas. Noel sing we here. And here is another one. Here, I am opening up instead of here, where we would normally have our mouth when we sing sound ear. We want it to open up ear, and I know I look silly when I do it. You will not. You will look amazing when you do it, so don't be embarrassed. I'm making myself look silly so you can really see my mouth and hear the change I'm making. So not here, here. Until I get to the very end of that beat. Noel sing here. Did you hear me drop the R sound just at the very end? That is what we want to do so that we don't end up with this either. Here, we want to make sure we're hearing as much of the vowel as we possibly can. And some of them are going to be longer than others. Noel sing we here happens to end with a longer note than some of our other phrases, so it's an especially important one to make sure our mouth is open and wide for that. Okay, that's my general singing tip for this song. Something to definitely practice with and make sure we are sounding rounded and open as we sing with clear vowel sounds. Just a little heads up, when we get to page 63, it very quickly transitions into a little bit of the first Noel. So be prepared as you sing along with the CD for the first time and kind of get to know that song, that you're going to have a little bit of that Christmas carol kind of plopped into the middle of Sing We Now of Christmas. I really enjoy these songs. I really enjoy both of these songs for different reasons. Sing We Now of Christmas, I love the harmony structure they've created here. And the other song has just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful word message, and also the use of the children's and youth voices. It really is special. So I hope you're enjoying it also. Please know that you can always contact me if you need help. If you need a particular part played, I will record it for you on the piano or sing it for you if I can, and record just a little part for you. Anything that you might need to be a success, I'll do that for you. So you can contact me and let me know what you might need, and I will do it. So thank you so much. My next video will hopefully be about the next 2 songs. We'll see, at least the next song, but I will make that when we are ready for in-person practicing and we've covered those. I will share it with you. Thanks everyone for singing with us.